friends, and welcome. My name is Debbie Reed. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Kingston, Idaho. And I also have a Pinterest board that's called Attempt Creations if you want to see some of my cards there. And on YouTube, you would find me under Debbie Reed Greeting Cards if you want to see other videos that I have made. Today, I'm going to show you an adorable card made with the Sweet as a Peach. This stamp set is so versatile. You could actually use it with flowers. You can use it with the small peaches on this branch. You can use the larger peach. Today we're going to be using maybe the flower, depending on. We are for sure using the branch, the peaches, this peach for the inside, and the sentiment is going to be the Sweet as a Peach, and we're going to be using Hope Your Day Is As, and then we will be using the Happy Birthday for the inside. Let me show you the card. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like, and click the bell if you want to be notified of more videos. All right, I will show you what we will need to make the card. We're going to use a card base of Pale Papaya, 2 basic white cardstock, the designer series paper. Let me show you the designer series paper in the catalog. This is beautiful paper. This is the paper pack, and I have to tell you, it's beautiful. So let's get started on the card. This is a quick, easy card to make. We will, as always, fold our card in half and use our bone folder to crease it. This just gives it a nice burnished edge and it lays flat. When you don't use the bone folder, it tends to pop up more. So the first thing we're going to do is start some stamping. And I'm going to use a scrap paper. I thought I had one in front of me. I don't. I'll grab one real quick. Okay, we're going to stamp. I did play with the peaches, and the only color that I could find that I liked was the Grapefruit Grove, which is no longer available. But you'll have to play with your stash and see what you like. Okay, so I inked it. But I want to show you how you get even a better look. If you take a sponge dauber and re-ink again, and just use your dauber on the stamp on certain areas, and it will give you that high-low effect. This is a distinctive stamp as it is, and you would get, that look, but I'm going to show you the difference between the two. So there's using the dauber, and this is just stamping without the dauber. So I don't know if you can see this on camera, but you definitely have that darker look using the dauber. And I do highly recommend doing it that way, just because it does, like I said, detail the peaches better. This is the most, Stampin' Up! Is amazing. So these little peaches, you have a pointed edge, a rounded edge, and a flat edge. So you know exactly how to line this up. And it would line up just like this. You take it and you die cut it, and it is so cool because it die cuts the 3 pieces. How cool is that? So that will be done. Now we will go ahead and stamp our little sentiment on the card base. I'm going to use, we are going to be using Old Olive, Pacific Point, Mary Merlot, and Calypso Coral. And I should have thought this through a little bit quicker here. Let me see. We're going to be using the Calypso Coral, and I will be using the Sweet as a Peach. So we're going to stamp that first, and that's so that I can get the line up for the next stamp that will go above this. So we're going to come to this right hand corner. By the way, the die for this, I wrote it down, it's like the stitched scallop die. That's how I got this. All the dimensions, everything I use and their sizes will be in the link below. So I'm going to take the Sweet as a Peach. We're stamping in this corner, and I'm going to hold it for about 3 seconds just to give a good impression, because this is, what we do. Okay, now I'm going to take the Pacific Point, and we're going to stamp the Hope Your Day Is here that is, and the Pacific Point. I had so much fun creating this card that I'm just inspired by other parts of the card. Okay, I'm going to put this centered over the Sweet as a Peach. And there we have that. And now I'm going to stamp the branch in the Old Olive. And let me grab that real quick. I'm going to ink this up. Close that. All right, I'm going to come down with the top coming down and just lining this up how I want it to be placed on here. I'm going to come up a little higher than I did on my other one. Right there. Give it a little press as well. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I just love it. Okay, then I am going to do our little peaches. This is, oh, you know what, by the way, oh dear, I hope I saved this. I did not. Okay, this little set has adorable little leaves that you can cut out, and I have a double leaf, and I think I may have misplaced it, but I want to show you this. Oh, this set is just so fun. So, in this set, you have, they're not in here. I am unprepared, so sorry. So anyway, I'm going to just keep moving on because I don't have what I wanted to show you. Nope, it's not in there either. They have cute little dies that you can do. It cuts a cute little double leaf, and then it cuts these adorable little single leaves. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the double leaf. I'm going to have to improvise because I misplaced it. So I'm going to take our dimensionals, and I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of each one of these little peaches. And we'll put one here. And I'm using the ends of the dimensionals, so don't throw these away because you can always use, I just bumped the camera, sorry. You can always use these end pieces, and so you don't have to waste your dimensionals. I mean, you know, if you can use the edges, use the edges. All right, now to place these little peaches on here, I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one over on this other side, right here. And I'm going to put one on top, and it doesn't matter which one you place, they all seem to fit. So I'm going to put this one, oopsies, I'm going to put this one right here. So those are good like that. And now I do want to put another one here. So I am going to put this one flat. So this one we're going to just use our Mono Tombow glue. We don't need a lot of glue. We're going to place this down right here. And then I'm going to take these little leaves and put a teeny tiny bit of glue on there, just like a little dot, a teeny tiny dot. There's a little more than a teeny tiny, but it'll work. So I'm going to put one leaf there, and I'm going to do one more. Like I said, I would have used the double, but this will work. When you do the videos and you plan all these things, there's so many little pieces and parts, and sometimes some get misplaced, so I apologize. But it will still work because we improvise. That's what card makers do. All right, so that will be that. We'll let the glue sit, and we will now glue. So on the basic white, you have an inside piece, and then I cut a smaller piece that's 3.5 by 4. Well, it will be on the link below. Whatever size I cut it, maybe it was 3.5 by 4. I'm not sure, but okay, we're going to glue this down. I'm not gluing. I'm actually using my tape runner, the Stampin' Seal. I love this. This stuff is the best. And we're going to take this designer series paper and put it on this edge. I'm going to pick it up so I don't get stuck on my other paper. And I can line it up best. Okay, just like that, and press it. Then I'm taking the other piece of designer series paper, using the Stampin' Seal again, and then putting this on this side. And I'm going to put it on this top edge. These papers in this set are so cute. So you have a front side and a back side on the papers as well. So lots of options. Okay, now I'm going to take our Pale Papaya. I told you this card is really super quick. And it's a fun one to make. It's one you could mass produce. So I hope you will give this card set, this stamp set, give it a try. I think you will like it. I'm going to turn this way. You know what? I'm going to refix this. I didn't close this to my liking. We're going to redo this because it was crooked. We can't have crooked. It's still crooked. Where is my issue here? There we go. Okay, now we will place this down. I'm going to put it this way. That other side was kind of wrinkled. All right, right there. Just like that. Now I'm going to take dimensionals on the back of this. And we'll do 6 of them. So we can have support in the middle of this as well, so it doesn't collapse. Looks soggy in the middle. You could do 5, but 6 is a perfect even spacing of the dimensionals. This little guy wants to stick. Okay, here we go. And take that off. Got that one. It's hard to tell which ones I've taken off already. My lighting's not really good in my room today. Okay. That's what happens on overcast days. All right, got them all off. Now I'm going to place this in the middle. I want this edge to just overhang onto the orange is what I'm doing. So nothing too crazy here either. All right, that is the front of the card. Now, if you do not like this stem showing, which I don't, I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue here too. Because the paper has this little flower, I created this little flower to go on the card as well. So this is, this is something you don't have to have, but I just didn't like seeing the edge of the stem, so I put a little flower there. So I did that also on the one that I made prior. Okay, now for the inside. This is going to be fun. This is what we're going to create for the inside, and I will show you how simple and easy this one is. So we're going to take the large stamp, leaf, and the sentiment, and we're going to go back to our Grapefruit Grove, and I'm going to ink this stamp. And I'm also going to do what I told you to do before with the other one. We're going to take the sponge dauber, and we're going to just emphasize some extra color around this peach, just to give it that real peach look. Just come along the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp it right down here on the corner. And I'm coming off the edge a little bit because I forgot I was going to put a paper here. And so I'm going to glue the paper down real quick. On my card, I actually have a darker color here. You can actually take your sponge dauber and actually dauber some on your card as well, just to give it a little more color. And I think that just really pops it. You can also use your alcohol markers. That works well as also. Okay, losing track here. We're going to glue our paper edge. Let's put this down. I'm trying to get ahead of myself. All right, we're going to put the paper down on this edge and just like that. Make sure it's lined up on both sides and the edges. All right, perfect. And now we're going to put our little leaf on. I'm going to use a tiny piece of scrap paper. So let me rip the corner of something real quick, just to give an edge. So I'm going to come down here. I hope you can see this. Okay, and then I'm going to ink this up in the green. Oh dear. Hold on. I need to disconnect this. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the green leaf. Didn't need to have my phone. Okay, and then that's how you're going to get the little leaf on there. And this little guy, I'm not sure what it's for, but that's how I did this. Okay, now we're going to do the cute little happy birthday sentiment. And it will be in the Pacific Point. I love the font on this stamp. And it's going to come right here. That way we have writing room. Now I also decided I wanted something up on this little corner. So I took the Calypso Coral. Where did I put the Calypso Coral? Right there. And I'm going to ink these cute little flowers that also come in this set. And I'm going to stamp those like this. And then I'm taking the Merry Merlot and I'm going to stamp this little tiny center in the Merry Merlot and put these right there. And that is the inside. So let's put that together. And this stamp set is so fun and so cute. I'm going to turn this over again, take the tape runner. I have decided I like this better than the Monotombo glue, especially for the inside, because you're not writing on, you know, sometimes the glue gives you little glue lumps. And this just makes it nice and smooth on the inside. That is it. That is our card. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell if you want to be notified of more videos. I hope you will consider this. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Go make something uniquely yours. And thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.